Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Sami here. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto has the storm release Chakra, part 10. Hope you'll enjoy this video. So before we start, please subscribe to our channel, and like this video. So let's get into the video. 9 figures can be seen standing on what seemed like fingers off a giant's hand. Their forms were blurry, and seemed to be made out of a static rainbow. The eyes were the only clear thing that was able to be seen from each member. Standing on a platform looking over all of them was a man with purple ringed eyes. Gazing over them, as if he was above them. Though in a way, you could say he was. He is God after all. Are you saying that the 9 tails managed to drive off you, and kiss him by himself? The man with the strange eyes asked, not to show if he was angry or not. Yes, Pain-sama, Itachi said, looking up at the figure. Itachi had managed to block the attack with one of his more costly moves. He used his Susanoo's mirror. It is capable of blocking everything, but it costs him heavy damage to his eyes. He was not going all out when we were fighting, but he still managed to defeat me. Although I wasn't going all out, plus we underestimated him. He put extra emphasis on the we part because that little brat did a lot of damage to both of them. Wow. I think the walking fish stick and his fishermen got their asses kicked by a 13-year-old. Haha, the outburst came from the one with black eyes, and aside. Do we need to go and get him? He spoke mockingly to the two. Shut up, you know he isn't our target. The harsh reply came from his teammate. Shut your fucking mouth, you money-hungry jackass. Man, one day I am going to kill you, Kakuzu. Please. The short reply only seemed to make his partner even angrier. Everyone else just watched annoyed at Haiden's actions. He was not well liked by everyone else in the organization. I hope someone kills this guy already. The hunched-over figure spoke to his partner with blue eyes. I know, so sorry, my man, his art is really horrible. Silence. Pain spoke in a calm, but commanding tone that snapped Haiden to attention right away. Itachi, kiss him, can you tell us any information on this? Yay, he is extremely dangerous with a blade. Jinjutsu doesn't seem to work on him, or at least the lower tier one I tried to place him under. He is extremely proficient in his bloodline, along with complete mastery over wind and water elements. I will assume from the major lighting attack he is also well adapted in his lighting element. He also has what seems to be mastery over the 9 tails chakra. Itachi spoke while recalling all of the things he witnessed Naruto show during the fight. I see. That is bad news. Pain said, narrowing his eyes in slight anger at the boy becoming too strong. You will go after him one more time, and go all out without killing him to try and draw out more of his skills. This gained a nod from the two members. Roger, Pain-sama. I will be sure to cut his legs off this time. The two then disappeared. Everyone else is dismissed. Pain motioned for everyone else to leave, leaving only him, Conan, and the masked man. Was that wise, Pain? If he did that much to them while holding back, I wonder what he will do when he isn't holding back. The masked man said in a deep voice. We simply just want to see his skill. The world isn't ready for Akatsuki. Pain was unbothered by his decision, and felt he did the right thing. You say that, but if we lose one of them it is in your hands. The masked man said, giving him a glare enhanced by his spinning red eye. Who are you gazing at with that eye? You forget who has the eyes of God. Pain gave the man a glare of his own, making the man release some of his kai. You forget whose eyes those are. Have you forgotten why I have these eyes? It is because you are not strong enough to wield them. Pain said, releasing some of his own kai. At this point Conan was finding it hard to breathe, and decided it would be better for her health if she left. Watch yourself, brat, I can easily get rid of you. The man spoke, and got to his feet. Pain simply turned his back to the man, and vanished from the transmission. A plant-like thing that was black and white chose this time to rise from the ground. He is getting too hard to control, something needs to be done. The black side spoke in an evil tone. That sounds really bad considering I am black. He won't do anything. He knows I can still beat him. The masked man said, and started to leave in a vortex-like hole. When Pain opened his eyes again it was to the view of a village covered in rain, and covered storm clouds. His purple eyes looked over everything until someone spoke up behind him. I don't trust him, Nag. It is Pain. He cuts her off sharply. I don't trust him, Nagato, we need to do something about him. She spoke unbothered by his sharp tone he took with her. I know, but he is still useful to our goal. Once we have it we can get rid of him, and live out our friend's dream at last. Pain said, opening his arms to the village like he was showing a grand reveal. Conan smiled at remembering how her friend would do the same thing when he talked about his dream. For a second she saw the body of her friend, but without the metal rods, and a smile was on his face, instead of the emotionless face he has now. Yes, but do you think we are going at this the way he would want? She puts her head down, and doubt slowly creeps up in her heart, along with the guilt of all the things they have done, and plan to do. Pain looks at her, making her shift uncomfortably with his gaze on her. You are not losing faith in me now after all this time. Conan couldn't believe he could ask her something like that after all they have been through. How can you say that? After all we have done, it was always me by your side. Conan said, raising her voice at the body of her friend. He stayed quiet for a while looking at the angry woman in front of him. He pictured her as a little girl when she would have the same glare towards him and his friend. She was right, she was always by his side no matter what he did or said. Maybe he took her for granted. No. He wouldn't, he couldn't. Don't question or have doubts in you, God. Pain said, turning around, removing his gaze from hers. You are my friend, not my God. Conan spoke in a calm tone, not matching the gaze she was sending his back. She then turned around and left the room, leaving the body of her friend to himself. Tenzaku Town. Waiting by the castle was an angry Orochimaru who had several tick marks on his forehead, while his butt buddy was watching his master nervously. Damn it, where is that damn big-breasted blonde? Orochimaru spoke, losing his temper at waiting for too long on his former teammate. Kabuto wanted to speak, but he was afraid of being under the punishment of his master. I swear when I see her next time. He stopped when a piece of paper falls down in front of his face. Kabuto grabbed it because of his master's arms, and opened the note only to gain a tick mark at what he saw. What is Kabuto? Did Tsunade send a message saying she will be late? He walked up to him and read the message, but he also gained a tick mark. In the paper was a drawing of a penis. Along the bottom was a little message for them both. To Snake Pito and his butt buddy. Naruto Uzumaki has kidnapped Tsunade Senju and will be taking her back to the Leaf Village, so if you have a problem with that, I don't give a damn. Oh, and tell Kabuto when I see him I am going to kill him. That bastard was peeking on Anko in the hot springs. Your pal Naruto. P.S. This will blow up in 5 seconds. That brat. When I get my hands on him he will wish she was dead, and what were you doing peeking on girls? Orochimaru turned to glare at the glasses-wearing boy who started to sweat nervously. Well, I wasn't trying to see how her curse mark was removed. Kabuto spoke, trying to come up with an answer that will calm his angry master. Liar. Just for that I won't stop tonight even if someone comes in and spots us. Orochimaru spoke with an evil grin directed towards his favorite plug. Kabuto then tried to run away and hopefully barricade himself in a shelter to avoid punishment. He knew if he was caught no amount of healing would help him walk away from this one. Orochimaru only grinned more. Oh, I love when they run, I will catch you. He then chased after Kabuto with a gleam in his eyes that spelled danger. Naruto. The group had left early in the morning to make their way back to the village using Naruto and his summons to fly to the village to the amazement of Tsunade and Shizune. Naruto was on a bird with Shizune holding onto him from the back, not wanting to fly off. You know Shizune-chan, you don't have to hold me so tight, we aren't flying that fast. Indeed they weren't. They were going just fast enough to feel the breeze of the wind blowing hair and clothes. Rat, switch with me, I don't want to be with this pervert. Tsunade spoke, pushing Jiraiya away who was trying to get a feel for his research. Nah, I like the company of Shizune-chan. Naruto says bringing Shizune into his arms makes the girl blush heavily. She took the chance to get a feel of Naruto's body and a close look at his whiskered face. Hey, let's make a bet, brat. Tsunade said with a grin at an idea she just had. Oh yeah, old lady, what is it? Naruto smirked at making Tsunade angry with his taunts. They have been with each other like mother and son, often making people think they were mom and son when they were next to each other. I bet you can't do your dads. She crossed her arms knowing she had an easy win in her record. Oh yeah, what are the rewards for this bet? Well, if I win you have to give me all your money and buy me a year's supply of sake. Tsunade grinned at her terms. She was put on guard when Naruto only grinned back at her. Okay, and if I win Shizune has to be my slave and you give me your necklace. This made Shizune and Hinata gasp and blush while Jiraiya wrote in his notebook like a man possessed. Tsunade-sama, don't take that bet. Shizune shouted over the wind with her face red like a tomato. A part of her wanted nothing more than to wear a maid outfit and submit to anything Naruto-sama ordered her to do. You got yourself a deal. Naruto then chuckled and it turned into a laugh, and despite herself Hinata couldn't help but laugh next to him. I see why they call you the legendary sucker now. Naruto then proceeded to make it in his hand. He then coated his hand in Kasumi's chakra and formed it into a wind shuriken. It made a loud screeching sound before Naruto threw it off the bird, and it blew up into millions of tiny wind blades and caused an explosion so big it parted the clouds. Now Shizune-chan, when we get back I will show you where you will be staying and introduce you to the family. He patted her head. Hinata-chan, would you also like to train with us? Haku-chan likes to go on and on about how good you are at medicine. Hinata blushed. Of course Naruto-kun, I would love to train with you, and I also enjoy making medicine with Haku-chan. She flashed him a warm smile that melted the hearts of men, causing Naruto to pull her to him. Hinata-chan, you are just so cute. He started to kiss her all over, making her giggle at the affection. I will be taking that necklace, you blonde bimbo. Naruto said with a smirk aimed towards Tsunade, who gained a tick mark. Come say that to my face, you fish cake. She said, getting up on the bird and waving her fist at him. Naruto jumped to her bird and they butted heads, glaring at each other. They then laughed it off, followed by everyone else. Okay Naruto, I will trust in you and this necklace. She took it off and placed it around his neck, leaving it hanging right below his neck. She then gave a motherly kiss to his forehead and smiled warmly at him. Make me proud, Naruto. He could only rub the back of his head and give her a smile back. You know I will, or my name isn't Naruto Uzumaki. He pointed a finger to his chest in all his pride, making the others smile at him. Rukia is walking out of school with her friends Kanemaru and his group along with Hanabi. Naruto had forced the young girl to play with them, and she tried to fight back, but it didn't work. Rukia was introduced to the group when Naruto had enrolled her into the academy. Naruto walked her to school, and Kono just had to come up and introduce himself. She was a little shy at first, but then warmed up once she was attending for a few months. Man, class was so boring today. Konohamaru droned out at having to sit through Ruka's boring class. I actually liked the lesson in maths today. I found it really helpful. Yuden said, pushing up his glasses. Yes, it will make our homework that much easier. Maybe if you paid attention and didn't fall asleep, you wouldn't always have to try and copy my homework, Rukia stated, poking him in the shoulder. Kono, are you not getting enough sleep at night? Mogi asked with concern for her friend. Hey, lay off me, it's just that his class is so boring. Maybe if Big Brother Naruto taught the class it would be better, Konohamaru said, and got stars in his eyes at the idea. Rukia did not think the same way he did. She knew if her dad was a teacher, the class would involve a lot of explosions and property damage. That unruly man will do no such thing. I would rather die than have him teach me. It was clear to everyone that she did not like Naruto for how he treated her. Please, you are just saying that because he doesn't treat you like a princess, Rukia said with a smirk to her female friend. Well, he should. I am after all. Hanabi spoke, blushing with anger at how that man had put her over his shoulder and walked around the village like she was some prize to be won in a game. Oh, my dad is awesome, you are just jealous. I'm not. R2. I'm not. R2. Can you two just give it a rest already? Konohamaru rubbed his forehead in exaggeration. Can we just all agree Big Brother Naruto is awesome? Mogi said with a blush on her face. Agreed. The kids say, except for Hanbi, who huffs and turns her head. They then look up and can see 3 thunderbirds in the sky, and Rukia knows who it is right away. She yells to the sky and waves her hands to the sky. Up on the bird, Naruto looks over to see his daughter screaming for him. There's my girl, Naruto says, and everyone looks and sees the black-haired girl with bright purple eyes. Is it your daughter? Tsunade asked. Yep, and looks like I have to pick her up from school. Oh, is that little firecracker? Come on, Hinata-chan, your sister is down there as well. He jumps off the bird with Hinata in his arms, who is screaming at their fall, but Naruto is only laughing. Right when they are about to crash to the ground, he uses his wind chakra to catch them in a small tornado that catches them. Papa. Rukia shouts and runs to Naruto, who catches her and spins her around, making the girl giggle. How are you doing, honey? Did you have a good day? He put her on his muscled shoulders. It was okay, it was boring, as usual. But it's better now you are back, and we can train. Rukia beams with a smile, aimed at her dad. You bet we can. Just make sure that stupid sword keeps her comments to herself. As if it heard what he said, the sword seemed to bump his head like it hit him, causing him to glare at the blade, and the sword seemed to hum with laughter. Papa, she says don't call her a stupid sword or else. Or else what? Is she going to pull out the sword and say it to my face? She says yes once I unlock her, and am able to wield more of my own power. Ha, that will give me the chance to beat her ass. Rukia hits him for his bad language. She says you are thousands of years too young to be a match for her, Rukia says with a little bit of pride in her tone at having such an awesome partner. Oh, so she is an old lady? Well, I didn't know that. Naruto laughs, and Rukia's sword vibrates angrily. She said when she gets out she is going to freeze your balls off, and some other things I'd rather not say, Rukia said, blushing at the explicit language. So Hanabi, how was your day? Hinata gave her sister a hug that she returned in kind. Boring. Can you help me with my training today, sister? I am having trouble with my posture. Hanabi gave her sister the best puppy dog eyes she could muster up. Oh, Hanabi-chan, of course I will help you. Would you like Naruto-kun to help as well? He is a good teacher when you get over the pain. Hinata finished, casting a gaze towards Naruto, who was talking to Rukia. You get to train with big bro Naruto as well, maybe he can train all of us, Konohamaru said, beaming with excitement. No, that will not be necessary. I can train you myself. An old voice filled with kindness spoke, walking up. Gramps. He then jumped into the old man's arms. You really will train me? He said with stars for eyes. Yes, I will. Is that okay with you? Hiruzen said, ruffling his hair. What about us? Vijay asked with Yuta next to her. I can also train you too if you want. Hiruzen gave them a smirk because he knew what they would all say. Yes. The 3 kids gave the old man a bear hug. Hokage office. Man, this place looks the same as the last time I saw it. Tsunade was looking around to see if she could spot anything different from the last time she was in the room. And you will have to find a new assistant to help you, Shizune said, turning her back on Tsunade. Look at Shizune, I am so sorry about that. But look on the bright side, at least you can be with someone who will be good to you. Tsunade tried to walk up to her long-time assistant and apologize. It's not about that. It's the fact that you bet on me like I was some object. After all I have done for you, I gave up my life to travel with you, and you did that to me. I didn't deserve that. Shizune gave Tsunade a glare which made her step back at being on the other end of her student's angry gaze. Tsunade put her head down when hearing her words. She was right. Shizune didn't deserve that. She was nothing but good to her all of these years when she could have just let her be. It was her who always helped her escape from the enemies no matter what shape or size they came in. You're right, I'm sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. Tsunade bowed her head to her longtime student. Shizune was surprised because she knew her master was very prideful and rarely showed respect to anyone. Okay Tsunade-sama, but you owe me. Shizune gave her master a hug that she returned. They broke the hug smiling at each other, only to hear the claps of Naruto and Jiraiya. Well, isn't that just beautiful? It could make a grown man cry. Jiraiya said, climbing in the window, followed by Naruto, who was smiling at both of them. What do you two want? Tsunade said, giving them a glare. I just came to pick up my beautiful helper. Naruto grabbed Shizune and pulled her into his arms and dipped her like they were dancing, making the girl blush. Naruto-kun is not in front of people, Shizune said, hiding her face in his neck. Ah, don't be shy Shizune-chan, I am sure they would like a show. Naruto gave Jiraiya a wink that made the man pull out his notebook, ready to write down what he was going to see. Only for Tsunade to grab Naruto and pull him away and put him in a headlock. You won't be doing anything, you brat. Tsunade was squeezing, trying to knock him out. Get your manly arms off me, hag. He kicked her legs from under her, making her drop to the floor. Naruto then put her in a headlock of his own. Old lady. Never brat. She then got up and backflopped, causing them to fall through the floor and continued their friendly battle. Jiraiya, Shizune, and the Hidenomi watched in shock as the two kept fighting, but everyone could see they were having fun. I don't know how I should feel knowing that he can wrestle Tsunade like that. He has to have some real strength in order to grapple with her like that, Jiraiya said, looking down the hole. I know what you mean, and they seem to just be playing with each other. Shizune spoke with surprise all over her face, and all in her tone. A fight between those two would do heavy damage to the area, especially if he summoned that damn Arashi again. They both shivered, remembering the walking god Naruto can bring out whenever he feels like it. Alright Shizune-chan, are you ready to go? Naruto asked right behind the two, scaring them both. Naruto, how the hell are you not harmed from all of that? Well, I just keep healing along with the hag. I swear it would take all day if I wanted to do some real damage to her. Naruto said, scowling at that. Yay, and this brat with his damn endless stamina will take forever to put down. Tsunade appeared next to Naruto with her own scowl. I find other ways to make use of my stamina, Tsunade-chan. Naruto whispered the last part in her ear, making the women blush along with Shizune, who said what he said. Get out, brat. She punched him out the window, and he was laughing all the way. He appeared back in a blue flash and grabbed Shizune by the waist. Alright, I will see you when I see you. He left in a blue flash to his compound. So what did he say this time? Jiraiya asked. Tsunade blushed and sputtered. Get out, pervert. She hit him out the window as well. Now let's get to work. Tsunade sat behind her desk and did just that. 1 month later. Papa, that was the best movie I've ever seen in my life. Can we go see it again? Rukia said, running out of the movie theater. Yes, it was really good. I can buy it for you, and we can watch it whenever you want. Naruto and Rukia were enjoying some father and daughter time together. She wanted to see this movie ever since Mogi had told her about it, and he must say he really enjoyed her never give up attitude. I mean, she was all like, wish, and slash, and divine attack. Rukia made silly motions trying to mock what she saw Princess Gale doing. It was quite funny to see her making exaggerated moves when she already knew how to beat up ninjas. Papa, are you listening? Rukia was poking him in the stomach. Of course I am listening to Rukia-chan. Scratching the back of his head because he really didn't know what she said. Then what did I say? Rukia put her hands on her hips and gave him a glare similar to that of Tsunami. I think they have been hanging out too much. Naruto thought about looking at his daughter. He looks to the side where he can see a horse. Quickly pulling Rukia out of the street, he sees someone riding the horse. Why don't we go and beat up that person? Naruto asked Rukia, who grinned at him. You bet. She got on his back and he then flew after the horse. Catching up to the horse surprised the woman who was riding it by a flying boy. He punched the horse in the side, knocking it to the ground, and picked up the lady by her shirt. What are you doing riding a damn horse in the middle of the street? Naruto and Rukia gave her a glare that made the woman uneasy. Only for Rukia to gasp. Papa, the princess from the movie, it's Princess Gale. Faster than Naruto could see, Rukia was helping the lady from his grasp. I am sorry princess, my papa can be so stupid sometime, but can I have your autograph? Rukia asked, pulling out a picture with her face on it. No, I don't do autographs, and my name is Yuki Fujikase. The now named Yuki Fujikase said. Okay, but still just a little autograph. I won't tell anyone. Rukia presses on while Naruto watches her with narrowed eyes. No, it's pointless, you'll only shove it in some corner, and forget about it. This makes Naruto angry, and Rukia holds her head down, and just walks to Naruto. For all it was worth, Naruto wanted to run the woman through with his moonlight blade and have Ino burn the body. Nobody will ever find out. Pathetic. Naruto says loud enough for her to hear. He grabs Rukia's hand and they walk off, leaving the actress by herself once again. Stupid. She walks away, leaving the horse and people to mumble about how she treated Naruto and Rukia-sama. The Uzumaki compound. She did what? Taiya shouted. Let me at her, I'll kill her for hurting my little rabbit. Taiya was about to walk out and go do just that. Now Taiya-chan, we don't want to start anything, do we? I have to leave anyway, Anko-chan says we have a mission to do. Come on, should had take me with you, I don't want to be locked up here anymore. Taiya tried to give him her best puppy dog eyes. Naruto only gave her a kiss, making her blush a bit. You have another month before you are off probation, and then we can draft you on my team. Go hang out with the others, I've heard that Tsunami-chan wanted to do something with you. He patted her head. She knocked his hand away and gave him a glare. I told you to stop patting my damn head, I ain't no dog. He only gave her another kiss, making her glare go away. Better? He asked with a smirk. No, I think I need another one. He kissed her again, and right when they were about to take it further, they got interrupted by a throat clearing. Naruto, I do believe Anko needs you. Karen spoke with hands on her hips. Karen, great, I wanted you to come with me on this mission. It will help you with your new partner and serve as more experience. During the month, Naruto had to unseal the 4 tails from Rashi and give them to Karen. He still remembers how he felt after it was done. Flashback. You want me to do what? Naruto asked the council members calmly. He heard what they said, but just wanted to make sure he wasn't going crazy. We want you to unseal the and place it in a shinobi of the leaf. Hiruzen said also just as calmly, already knowing where this would go. Okay, so which one of you are offering up your child for the process? Naruto looked at the clan heads who all looked away. Even Hiashi, who was cruel to his kids, wouldn't seal in them and give them such a life. That's what I thought. If you weren't going to give up your kid, then I don't want to hear anything. I will take them and seal it in someone much more qualified. Naruto was about to turn around and walk out the room. Absolutely not, you'll seal it in someone we pick, and that is final. Danzo said, slamming his cane on the ground to make his point clear. How about we seal it for you? Lock you up, place slave seal on you, beat you until you are almost dead, send you on missions by yourself, and hope to die. Danzo stayed quiet. He knew if they did that he would die. No tricks would help him survive that. Right? I will seal it into someone I pick, and that is final. He walked out the room with a purpose, already knowing what he was going to do. Making his way to where them was holding Rashi. Hey pal, how do you want to do this? I can take you, and leave you alive, or take it, and kill you in the process. Naruto was blunt with the man because he knew that Rashi was already accepting what was going to happen to him. Rashi stayed quiet for a while. He talked it over with him for a while. When he finally came to a decision, he had a faint smile on his face at the turns of events. Just take him, and let me die. After those words were said, Naruto took him to his house, and got Karen, who was a little scared, but Naruto made sure to tell her it would be okay. After the sealing, Naruto took his body to the Hokage. He didn't tell him what he would do with it. He felt a little sad at killing one of his fellow brothers in arms, but it also reinforced his plan to go find the others, and hunt down those bastards himself. He started to train Karen in using the Biju powers, and told her to make friends with the giant ape. The 4 tails were surprisingly cooperative, but he felt Kasumi had something to do with that. He made sure to have Karen train in her own abilities, so she wasn't over-dependent on the 4 tails power. Flashback end. Enko-chan, we are here. Naruto and Karen spoke, breaking through the window. Damn it, Brad, I closed the windows so you wouldn't do that. Tsunade said, glaring at the smirking blonde. Did you really think closing it would stop me? That old age must be scrambling your brain. Tsunade got a tick mark on her forehead and was cracking her knuckles and glaring at Naruto. Say it again, I dare you. You old hag. A moment of silence before all hell broke loose. They disappeared in a comical cloud of smoke and began fighting like little kids, which included biting, hitting, and kicking. When they appeared back out, Naruto was standing over a downed Tsunade. Ha, these Uzumaki are on top once again. Naruto laughed until he was kicked right between his legs, making his eyes go wide. Cheap shot. Naruto then fell over, making Tsunade smirk. 100 years too early, brat. Now back to the mission. Everyone's sweat dropped at how she changed the topic like that. Team 11 plus Karen will be escorting Princess Yuki to the land of snow and protecting them for the movie that will be getting filmed. What I have to do to protect that bitch? Naruto shot right up after remembering how she acted towards Rukia. What is the problem with that? Rukia-chan loves her movies. Enko said, not seeing why he was so mad. Because we ran into her earlier, and she was a complete bitch. She blew Rukia off when all she wanted was an autograph, and that made her really sad. Naruto clenched his fist at remembering the moment. Sandayu felt like it was his time to finally speak up. Now I am very sorry for her actions. Can you please find it in your heart to forgive her? He bowed towards Naruto. What are you, her bodyguard or something? Yes, and I promise she is not always like that. Okay, whatever, let's just get this mission over with. Alright, I have a boat that will leave shortly and take us to our destination. Please follow me, and we can head out. Sandae then turned and walked out, followed by Anko and Karen. Why are you still here, brat? Tsunade gave him a raised eyebrow. Naruto just walked around her desk until he was right next to her. She eyed him with a suspicious gaze all the way. She was ready if he tried anything on her. But he just had that warm smile on his face that made her relax a bit. Naruto gave her a little kiss on the cheek and still smiled at her. I will see you when I get back, Mom. He then walked out the office, leaving a shocked Tsunade. He called me Mom. Do I act that way towards him? Well, I have been getting attached to him as well. I guess I do have a motherly bond with him. I will see you when you come back, son. The group made its way to the boat and were ready to take off when someone said they couldn't find the princess. Then they all had to get off and go look for the runaway, who was found quickly when Naruto had Kasumi sniff her out. When he found her, she was in a bar getting wasted off her ass. What is with me always finding drunk women? Naruto was annoyed at his luck. Hey princess, get your ass up, it's time to go. Naruto was standing next to her with an annoyed look in his eyes. What do you want, armor boy? Here for another autograph. She was mocking him and his blue armor. He couldn't let that slide. Bitch, please. He hit her in the back of the neck, knocking her out in an instant. He flashed back to the boat, missing the goon who was cursing under his breath. Appearing back on the boat, Naruto handed her over to someone else in order to go by Anko and Karen, who was leaning against the railing. Naruto, I wonder how Rukia-chan will react when you tell her about this mission. Anko asked with a delicate finger on her chin and a thoughtful expression. She will most likely take her sword out and try to stab him. Karen giggled a bit at picturing Naruto running from Rukia and her ice powers. Yay. He laughed heartily, and with how strong she is getting, really strong, I will have to kick her training up some more. I know, right? She is getting really good, and not to mention she is studying the spiritual aspects of Chakra. She is learning something called Hado now. Karen could agree with that because she was also training with Rukia and her new powers as well. Naruto-kun, we are going to the land of snow. Are you sure you only want to wear your armor? Why not something a bit more heavy? Anko asked, poking his armor chest piece. You say that, yet you are only wearing that black and purple trench coat with a tight black undershirt and a black mini skirt. Naruto pointed out, which made her rub the back of her head. You can at least be like Karen, who wanted to be like her awesome big brother and wear some red battle armor. Indeed, Karen had noticed how good his armor was, being able to withstand high air rank attacks. He decided to get her some made as well. She had a fur collar, unlike he did though. A fur collar would often catch flames when she used her chakra. Well, I am more of a flexible fighter, unlike you. She exaggerated with a wave of her finger. You sure are flexible. He sent her a wink that Karen spotted and blushed, while Anko blew a kiss at him that he caught. Brother, you are such a pervert. I know you are not calling anyone a pervert, all these dreams you have about that one Hyuga. Her inner demon barked and laughed at her. Over the month, the two have become a bit close. He didn't really want to talk to her at first because he rather liked Rashi and was sad he chose death. Karen and her suburns had managed to worm her way into the heart of the giant ape. He decided to trust her and tell her his name and become friends. She even changed the mindscape for him and opened the key to the seal, so he had free access. Shut it, Goku. Karen said out loud by accident. Oh, Goku giving you problems again? Kasumi said from around Naruto's neck. Goku then decided to come from the seal and talk to his sister, or more like tried to annoy her. Shut a dumb fox, or do I need to tell them what happened when you were drunk and you? He was cut off when her tails wrapped around his mouth, stopping him from talking. You said you weren't going to bring that back up, you damn ape. Kasumi spoke in the face of her brother, who was shaking a bit. Right, sorry, Goku held his hands up. Right. She then turned and was about to jump back to Naruto when Rashi tried to get the last laugh. He shot a low-powered lava ball at Kasumi, but she smacked it with one of her orange tails. So it seems you didn't learn your lesson. Kasumi then jumped back on Rashi and started to beat him up, not even stopping when he screamed for mercy. You know, I still find it weird how they can act so normal. Naruto finished for Anko. Yes, it's like I see them do all these awesome things and willpower people would kill for, but I often forget even after all that they still feel and need to live a little. Anko smiled at seeing the sibling bonding. Well, the same can be said for us when you are not summoning snakes or torturing some sap. You are just being normal. Or screaming my name. He spoke, rubbing her back. Yay, you're right. She'll get what I said in 1, 2, 3. Hey. Anko shouted with a tick mark and a bit flustered. I mean, I am not lying. Maybe I should do it again tonight. He pulled her in by the waist. Yeah, I think you should. They then got into a heated makeout session right in front of Karen, who looked away, and the rest of the ship crew, who were blushing. Tonight I want that big boy. Anko smirked at the blonde, who was also smirking. And get it you shall. Can we just get on with the mission? Karen moved in between them, still blushing. Naruto guards the princess. Anko just does something that doesn't involve my brother. Karen ushered them away, getting into her own position. She then saw limping Son Goku coming to her with bruises all on his pale green skin. Well, it seems she did a number on you. Karen picked him up and placed him on her armored shoulder, letting him rest. The Asus was always the mood switcher. He then passed out, causing Karen to giggle even more. Hours later, in Yuki's room, she was just getting up and had a headache. She looked around her room with a confused look on her face. I don't remember going to sleep, what the hell happened? That's when all the things from yesterday came rushing into her mind like a dam of water was just broken. That damn blonde kid, it was him who brought me here, wasn't it? When I found him, a knock on her door brought her out of her dangerous fantasies. Princess, are you awake? The voice of Sandae came from the other side of the door. Yes, Sandae, just come in and tell me what you want. He opened the door and walked in a tray of food. I have got you some breakfast so you can have a full stomach while you work. He gave her a thumbs up with a smile, making her chuckle lightly. What are you, my dad? No, I could never replace such a great man. Sandae waved his hands and shook his head like his life depended on it. It was just a relaxed joke. She laughed at him for a little. Oh, what is so funny, can I join? Naruto came walking in the room. You, come here so I can kill you. She tried to get up, but Sandae held her in place with all his might. Okay. Naruto walked over and laid right next to her. You have a comfortable bed, maybe I should sleep in here for the rest of the trip. Naruto moved the covers out his way and got under the blanket. As if I'd ever lay next to you. She took the fork and stabbed him, causing Naruto to go up in smoke. Only for another Naruto to walk inside the room again. Now that was not nice at all. He waved a finger like he was talking to a child. I hate you. It's nice to know you care. Naruto then left the room to tell his team that the princess had finally woken up. Making his way to the top deck, he can see Anko eating dango, while Karen was eating BBQ chips. Well, I see you two are being kept busy. The two girls only gave him a smile, making him sweat drop. Anyways, the princess is finally up. He sat and laid his head in Anko's lap. There's a squad of ninja up ahead, Karen said, sealing away her chips for later use. Only one of them is strong, the others are worthless. I can beat them myself. Karen spoke, getting to her feet and stretching and cracking her bones. Well, okay, my young Uzumaki, make us proud. Naruto and Anko gave her a matching thumbs up. Okay, everyone get to a safe place, a battle is about to go down. Anko yelled to all the workers, who quickly made their way to the lower part of the ship. The camera crew stayed out in order to get a good look at the fights. Here they come. Karen then jumped to the front of the boat to see 3 snow ninjas with armor on top of a one-piece white suit. Wow, you guys look ugly. Karen laughed in her hand. Out of the way, girly, unless you want to die. The fat one with the robotic arm said. Just shut up and fight me. She disappeared, much to the surprise of the snow ninjas. When she came back into view, it was with a kunai coated in fire chakra that cut right through the robotic arm of the big guy, making him scream out in pain and clutch his steaming wound. Damn girl, kill her. The other 2 charged towards her with kunai in hand. She ducked under a slash and sidestepped another slash, jumping back for some space as she went through hand signs in the air. Fire style fire dragon blast. Karen shoots a stream of fire from her mouth that then takes the form of a dragon, making all 3 of them try to avoid the dragon. 2 jump away, but Karen was able to catch the big one with her chain, pulling him back into the fire dragon, burning him alive. The camera crew was turning green, but kept watching in order to get this all for the movie. Damn girl, you are dead. The pink-haired woman went through hand signs at blazing speeds. Ice prison. Pillars of ice begin to shoot up from the ground in order to trap Karen. The redhead was able to jump away from the ice, but her foot got caught and the rest of her body was quickly frozen. Now to finish you. She went through more hand signs. Ice dragon. A dragon of ice formed and zoomed towards the frozen Karen with a primal roar and glowing golden eyes. Karen smirked inside the ice pillar and began to channel her chakra before it exploded in a massive pillar of flames, melting all the ice around her. Shocking the ninja that she was able to break out, Karen then jumped on top of the dragon and began to ride its head with fire under her feet. Karen went through more hand signs. Fierce flame fist. Karen then coated her hand in giant flames and cocked it back in order to launch it at the woman whose eyes were wide. It looked like they were going to roll out of her head. Naruto and Anko were watching with impressed faces. Well, it seems that she has gotten really great at using her fire chakra, a little more training, and she will be able to use the lava style. Naruto spoke with pride in his voice at seeing her progress so much. I know, I wonder though, will she get a chakra mode like you have? Anko asked, looking at Naruto with a raised eyebrow. Nah, that is special for only me and Naruto-kun. Kasumi rubbed the side of Naruto's face. Who knows, she might create something of her own. He shrugged his shoulders. But it still won't come close to what I could do. Naruto puffed his chest out in pride. Okay, tough guy, don't go acting like the Uchiha. Anko elbowed him in the side. No, I'm only stating facts, it's not arrogance. Well, maybe a little. He turned his head. Only to turn back to the fight when he can hear the screams of the pink-haired girl. Karen had her tied up and was giving her punches with fire-enhanced punches, burning her clothes and skin. She had to jump back when a giant whale made of snow tried to crash on her. We will be back, and you're dead when we do. He takes his pink-haired teammate and jumps away to fight another battle. Karen's body flickers back on the boat. Well, look at you kicking ass and taking names. Naruto gave her a high five. Well, what did you expect? When someone trains with you, they are bound to become stronger. Karen crossed her arms and smirked. I might have to start training or you guys will leave me behind. Enko grabbed Karen and gave her a, messing up all her hair. Is it clear to come out now? I don't hear any explosions or screams of pain. One of the ship members poked his head from the door. Yeah, it's good, come on out, you scaredy cats. Enko said to the shaking man. The rest of the time goes by like usual, with the crew filming the scene for the movie, and Naruto throwing out comments at the princess just to make her upset, often ending with her throwing a fork at him. Although it was not so simple for the snow ninjas who had to report to their leader. Dodo-sama, we have confirmed that it indeed is Koyuki, but she is being protected by Leaf Ninja. Where is Mizur? Dodo asked. He was killed by the Leaf Girl. He spoke with clear anger in his voice. Nata, calm yourself. Fubuki, what the hell happened to you? Dodo was curious as to who could have done so much damage to his ninja because they weren't weak. Well, they were weak compared to him. The indeed who killed Mizur. You are telling me one girl did this to all of you? Dodo couldn't believe what he was hearing come from their mouth. A child did this to an experienced ninja. He had to go and see for himself. Start up the blimp, we are going to wipe them out once and for all. Dodo got up from his fake throne and walked out the room. Back on the island where they were shooting the movie, Enko and her team were in what looked like a conference room talking to Sandeyu, who was revealing big news. So she is actually a princess of the land of snow? Karen asked with surprise in her tone. Wow, that lady sure knows how to make things interesting. Enko said. So you have just been using us all this time? The crew member yelled. I am sorry, I just had to do everything in my power in order to get her back here. Princess, you must help your people, please, I beg of you. He was on his hands and knees in front of Koyuki, who was looking at him with a heartless look on her face. Only for it to be wiped away when a water bullet smacks her in the face. Wipe that look off your face. You didn't get the ending you wanted, that doesn't mean give up and leave everything else to burn. Stop acting like a child. Naruto glared at Koyuki, who glared back at him. This isn't like the movies, there are no happy endings. She spoke, putting her head down with sadness dripping off her tone. Of course there is if you are willing to fight for it. Makino, the director, shouted from his seat. Normally we would go back to the leaf and get back up, but I think we can handle this with just us. Naruto-kun, can you tell Hokage-sama what is going on? Enko said. Sure thing. Alright, now let's get this movie up and running. Makino yelled and got up from his seat to get the crew ready. Koyuki just watched with a frown on her face. They all traveled to Frozen Island looking for a spot to film the next part of the movie, while Koyuki just sat in her room looking depressed, as ever. She then got an idea in her head. Alright everyone, let's get this show on the road. Makino yelled, coming from his living quarters with a megaphone in hand. Wait, we have got a problem, the princess has run away again. She did what? Alright, the team spread out and ran away. Enko gave orders to the two ninjas under her command. Right? Naruto put Kasumi on the ground in order to sniff her out, while Karen just sensed her chakra. They then all left and nodded to her doing their jobs. Koyuki was running through the forest having flashbacks of her previous memories. She didn't want to go back, she didn't want to serve as the ruler for this lander's people. She tripped and fell face first into the ground and just laid there thinking about her life until now. Her dad trying to bring spring and hope into this land, Sandeyu trying to bring her back, and Naruto who kept getting on her damn nerves. Oh man, looks like someone is down in the dirt. She is hit with a snowball from none other than the boy who kept getting on her nerves. She growled in anger at him, always finding a way to make her angry. Will you just leave me alone? I don't want to be bothered right now, just let me be. Well, that is too bad, isn't it? Get your ass up and let's go back. He picked her up and placed her on his back. They then went to walk through a cave in order to get back to the safe house. Why do you always come looking for me? She asked softly. Because it is my mission, you stupid princess. She took this chance to get revenge and hit him in the head. What is your problem? I go out of my way to save you, and this is how I am treated. Naruto was nursing the bump on his head. That will teach you to mess with me. Koyuki smirked only to stop when she heard a strange sound. The hell is that? Naruto asked, looking back. It's a train. What the hell are you talking about, a train? They then hear the sound again, and can see a giant metal shape with a light on the front rushing towards them at high speeds. Oh, that train. He then took off in a sprint, kicking up a trail of snow. We'll never make it. Please. Naruto then picked up speed and blasted off with Koyuki barely hanging on. He was far ahead of the train, leaving Koyuki wide-eyed at his speed. He then jumped to the side, letting the train pass him and Koyuki, landing in the soft snow with a big grin on his face, while Koyuki was shaking from almost dying. Ha 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 ha. Man beats metal. Naruto and Kasumi laugh, as if they were not about to die. Why are you and you fucks laughing? We could have died. You telling me you don't feel like laughing right now? I swear you need to get laid. Naruto and Kasumi laugh even more. It's been a long time since I've been Koyuki. A voice sounded from the train, making Koyuki's eyes widen. I knew it, it's Dodo. Naruto and Kasumi stop laughing and get up, moving in front of Koyuki protectively. This made Dodo frown at the obstacle in his way. A bunch of wooden logs seemed to appear out of nowhere and smash right into the side of the train, destroying a section of it. There you have it, men. Our beloved Princess Koyuki is here to watch over us. With her at our side, victory is ours. All the men let out a roar of approval and readied their weapons. What the, Sandeu? Koyuki couldn't believe what she was seeing. The man who was always in clothes too big for his body was now wearing samurai armor, along with everyone else who was behind him. Hear me, Dodo. We have waited a long time for this day, to see you fall. All the men then charged towards him with weapons drawn ready for combat. I thought you destroyed the last of the insurgents. Natter spoke, looking unimpressed at the 50 samurai. With men such as these, there's only one way to lay them down for good. Total annihilation. The train then opens, and a rack of kunai launchers can be seen, and begin to shoot at the charging group. No? Naruto's fingers then begin to light up. Uzumaki crimson barrier formation. He then slams his hand down, and a barrier shots up just in time, in order to block all the kunai. Damn, do it again. Dodo yelled. Naruto blazed through hand signs. Storm releases raging storm. The condensed storm formed on top of the train, and destroyed the whole thing, leaving only the front part able to get away. Damn, he got away. Naruto was about to go after them until Anko dropped in front of him. Thank you, Naruto, we owe our lives to you. Sandeu and everyone bowed to him. Let's just go back. If you stay here, your lives will be in danger. Koyuki then walks away, but is stopped by Naruto again. Go back to where? Your home is here. Get your shit together and fix this or I will. Naruto was getting angry by her bitching over and over again. Then you do it. I have had enough of this nonsense. She walked away again, only to be pulled back by a chakra chain of Naruto. Leave me alone already. She tries to fight the chain, but it won't budge. Everyone sees a giant blimp rise from the cliffside. From the door, Dodo tries to grab Koyuki with the grappler. It is knocked away by a kunai from Anko. Hey, I hope you are getting this on camera. I am about to end this soul right here. He unsheathed his sword and got into a stance that Anko recognized. Heaven Splitter. Naruto does a vertical cut towards the blimp that slices it in half right down the middle. I am just getting started. He went through more hand signs for his new storm releases supernova. The attack then begins to form to the palm of both his hands, and they grow to a massive size, looking like a mini sun in his hands. Die. He launches both attacks towards the two halves of the blimp, and they make contact and create a massive explosion that can be seen for miles. The attack blew everyone back from the force, and even melted the snow in the area from the heat of the attack. When the attack was finished, Naruto and his team jumped down to see a massive crater with the remains of the blimp was, along with the slowly dying Dodo, who was covered in blood along with his broken armor and ripped clothes. Well, Dodo, look at you. Naruto smirked at the dying man. How my armor blocks. He coughed up blood and spit it out. As if that weak shit was only going to block a B rank. This is real armor. Naruto patted his chest plate, listening to the ring of his armor clank. Why did you do all of this in the first place? I hope it wasn't to take over the world or anything. Anko gave him a questioning look. He only stayed quiet, making Karen, Anko, and Naruto laugh. Oh man, it really was. You are so damn lame. Anko was on the ground rolling laughing, while Karen was leaning on Naruto, who was laughing his ass off. Damn, Dodo, you really killed your brother over something as stupid as world domination. I can't believe you. Just die already, Dodo. Naruto aimed his sword to impale the man. It's Dodo. The man choked up through tears of death, laughing him in the face. Famous last words. With that, Naruto stabbed him right in the heart, killing him in seconds. They then picked up his body and showed it to everyone else, even the camera crew who got it on film. Oh my god, this movie is going to be a hit. Makino couldn't be more happy. His movie was going to be at the top of the charts. So princess, is it still hopeless? Naruto was smirking at the white-eyed woman who couldn't believe what he just did. Now you don't have any good excuse to not be the princess. You're so annoying. She smiled for the first time in a while, giving him a hug, and thanking him. She turned toward the samurai, who were all crying happy tears. Alright my people, let's get this place back on the map. They all cheer. Princess, I have found where you can place the key. It says here on this map you can put in the hex crystal, and it will melt all the snow on the land. A soldier said, handing her a map. So with that, everyone went to shoot the movie normally, and everyone was much more happy, and if possible, Koyuki's acting seemed to be even better if that was possible. Naruto and Anko were off doing something that shall not be spoken, while Karen trained in her powers some more. The days had gone by until they were done filming, and Koyuki had time to go find the generator on the map. When she placed the key in there, the snow melted, revealing giant mirrors, and showed a little who said she wanted to be princess, and for the first time in years she cried, but they were happy tears. She was so happy she gave Naruto a big kiss, making Anko grin at getting an idea, which led to Koyuki and Anko having the best night of their lives. Well, this is goodbye. I will see you sometime later down the road, Koyuki said, giving Naruto a tight hug and one last kiss for the road. Stop kissing my man, you had your fun already. Anko grabbed Naruto and put his head between her breasts, making most men pass out from a nosebleed. Don't forget the alliance papers, and be sure to remember to train your samurai better. Karen waved the princess goodbye. Now Naruto, can you flash us some? I want to sleep in my bed. Karen 1. Are you sure it's not because you want to see your crush and he is cut off when he has to dodge a flame fist? Just flash us home already. She yelled with a red face matching her hair. Alright, damn. He then flashed them all to the office of Tsunade, who jumped along with all of them who were ready to fight. Damn brat, don't do that, just come through the door will you? She threw a paperweight at him. Come on mom, don't be like that, just give me a hug and some welcome back ramen. Naruto said, smiling and opening his arms for her to give him a hug. She did give him a hug. I was worried when you sent that six-winged bird and told me what was happening. I was going to send a team to back you up. Her grip tightened just a bit, making him smile. Don't worry about it mom, it was easy. Naruto broke the hug, smile still in place. Well, good thing you are here, I need you to go back up the retrieval team. Sasuke has left the village to go with the Orochimaru. Tsunade said seriously. Not it. Karen and Anko said at the same time, leaving Naruto alone with white eyes. Hey, that's not fair. He pointed his finger at the two who were whistling innocently. Wipe that stupid look off your face and come help me. Nope. They left in a body flicker, making him put his head down. Hurry up. I had to send Jen in after what could possibly be opponents. Fine, but you owe me. He left in a lighting body flicker and was now outside the village once again, but this time he was in KCM, only an orange blur to anyone who might have seen him. Thanks for watching my video, leave a like if you enjoyed my video, and also do consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome content. See you next time, till then sayonara.